So hello, good evening, I'm Wes the Explosion, and we're playing Enchanted Portals. I can't even get the words out. We're playing Enchanted Portals. I don't even want to admit it. One player, please. I'm not subjecting anyone to that. Do I care whether I'm Bobby or Penny? Sure, I'll be Bobby. And I guess I gotta spread shot that guy to hit him, but it's... I hate the dash! Like, the dash sucks. And what's with these, like, frickin' jumps? They just don't feel right. Oh my gosh. Here I thought, well, I played Cuphead recently. I can probably get through this decently fast, right? But I'm beginning to suspect not. It doesn't seem like this one's particularly long, which is probably good because I feel like I'm not going to want to play this for long. I'm like, I really already want to be done. Like, is there a method to how often the maids show up? It just seems like they show up at a bad time. And at, like, the 1 point, 2 of them came up, too. It feels like one of those things that I'm getting screwed by RNG. More than any sort of skill barrier, you know what I mean? I know people complained about this, though, before it even came out. I remember people being like, it's just a Cuphead knockoff. And while it certainly looked similar, I didn't really mind it so much, because I just kind of thought to myself, well, I mean, one, they don't own the patent on run-and-gun gameplay and all that stuff, you know, boss rushes and everything. And hey, you know what? I really like Cuphead. So if it gets me a new game similar to Cuphead sooner, that'd be just peachy for me. I'm incredibly regretting signing up for a stream of this. Because not only does it not play well, but this is incredibly boring. If this were Cuphead, I'd be dodging around like a crazy person. Oh, okay, cool. Well, I guess I can do this. Oh. That's my fault for not realizing that it was going to... Okay, pop. If you're gonna be counting on your players being able to do some tight maneuvers, make sure that the controls are good enough that they can do the tight maneuvers. I'm just upset. There's a part of me that wonders if I can get away with just playing, like, literally anything else. Just be like, hey, we tried it. It sucked. It was immediate garbage. The controls suck, okay. The level design sucks. The UI sucks. Actual feedback so you know what you're doing sucks. Like, there's nothing good about this. On the plus side, unlike when I play, you know, like, say, a game that people like and I complain about it, like Sonic, with this, I don't think anybody's gonna come in here and be like, oh man. You think... You think Enchanted Portals is ass? Yuji Naka is a genius, you can't say that. Did I get hit while I was looking at chat for like... Okay, cool. It's always really good when you start a level and something's immediately shooting at you. Like, no time for people to get their bearings or anything. It's just the absolute best. Don't require funky jumps when your game controls like shit. Like, that's a very simple thing, right? Like, match the obstacles to what your characters are able to reasonably do. I think that's pretty basic. Like, visually, there's some fun gags here. You're chasing viruses, well, you know, you're in your computer, and there's these virus enemies, and the viruses look like, you know, actual medical, oh my goodness, I have the flu now viruses. That's clever. And then there's the one virus that, you know, they look like a Trojan horse and all that. That's clever. But I still, But that's, like, for me, really grasping. And this is the part where I'm like, you know, I go from originally being like, only 9 bosses with 9 levels. That's not gonna take any time at all, to, dear lord, this is gonna be so rough. And I'm gonna be honest, this sort of thing where it's like, oh, well, now you're doing this weird, wacky thing where you just have to dance while avoiding the colored floor pieces. I feel like in another game, I would think this was clever. But because just everything else about this game is so dull, it's just kind of like, yeah, move back and forth. Yeah, that's something I can do. That's something I can engage with. I just don't understand. Like, clearly you took inspiration from Cuphead, so how did you get it so wrong? Did you play Cuphead? Did you understand the mechanics and what made that fun? Like, how do you copy something and get it so wrong? It's like if you were to look at your neighbor's answer sheet, they got a 98 on their test and you somehow got a 63. Oh, okay, he's got another laser down there, so there's no spot where I can just kinda, okay, cool. Again, if your controls suck, maybe don't try to make a bullet hell section. Just a basic piece of advice. All you dumb fucks needed to not do was play with your wands in front of the adult book, or whatever the plot of this is. But now here we are, fighting a cow, with awkward sitting posture, as he just shoots things at us, drops things at us, plays with the floor. Oh look, it's Space Invaders in the background. How witty. Reference. Everybody loves references. Especially to better fucking games. Wait a sec. Wait a sec. I had it built up. Are you frickin' telling me that, oh, in between boss stages we don't... I don't know if I always have enough room to dodge some of this shit. If it's the same boss battle, if I have a special meter, let me carry it over. If it's 2 separate boss battles, then I would say you should probably give me a checkpoint in between them. I don't know. I'm not a game designer, I just play a lot of games, so I kinda know how things should be. Or at least what I would expect. That is still so fucking stupid to me. I got hit in like the fucking hat. And they're like, oh, you died. Your testicles are stored in the hat, so it really hurts when something shoots you in it. And as for Capcom, like the three big ones are Monster Hunter, Street Fighter, and Resident Evil. So anyway, we're switching games. We're switching games. The gods themselves have demanded it.